Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another installment of Self-Care Sunday. How are y'all doing today? Happy Easter. Even though this is probably the weirdest Easter ever because I mean we can't go to church, but a lot of churches are having services, you know, online, all that good stuff. So happy Easter if you celebrate. We just been kind of hanging out and you know, blasting our gospel music and, you know, just having a chill Sunday. So, I told you guys, that I plan on pulling this Mielle Babassu Mint deep conditioner out for Self-Care Sunday. So I wanted to go ahead and do that today because, short story of this deep conditioner. I used this a while back in my natural hair journey. And for the most part, it didn't do anything for me. You good, child? I don't know why she's running and hiding. No one's in here but me and her. I don't know. The animals have been acting really weird. I feel like something going on in our house, bro. Like, I'll explain later. But back to the story of this deep conditioner. For the most part, it didn't work for me. I had one use of it where my hair was just juicy and delicious and strengthened, and that was it. The rest of the times I used it, it was trash. So I wanted to revisit it today, and I figured today would be a good day because I just washed out this blowout that I did. If you haven't seen my braid out on blown out hair, then I will link that up in the cards. So I figured this would be a good time to pull that out because I always like to use something that's supposed to be strengthening but also a little moisturizing when I'm coming off of a braid out. So if you're interested in seeing if I still hate this, then just keep on watching. So you guys have an idea of what my base was. I did wash my hair with the Miche Cleanse, Moisturizing and Cleansing Sulfate-Free Shampoo. Y'all know this is one of my favorite shampoos. I featured this in my favorite series last year, or best of series, so you can check that up here. But I love this shampoo. And I did 2 washes with this because I had a lot of oil, I had a lot of product on my hair because I did practice a Bantu knot out on my hair. Yesterday I posted a picture on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, because truthfully, like, I threw that question out there and y'all were like, yes, I want to see it. And then I had that realization of, I don't remember how to do it. So I spent like 4 hours the other night just up playing with my hair, and finally I got the hang of it again. And it's definitely different because my hair is super duper long now. I used this, I did 2 washes, because I had a lot of product on my hair, and then I decided to try to stay in the family as much as possible, and I went in with the Mielle Pomegranate and Honey Moisturizing and Detangling Conditioner. This is supposed to deeply hydrate, condition, and silken, thick, curly type 4 hair. The Pomegranate Honey line was geared towards type 4 hair, but I mean, y'all already know how I feel about that. There is no scientific way to formulate for type 4 hair. Like, that just doesn't exist. It's based on needs. It's just marketing, you know, but whatever, y'all don't be listening. This was my first time using it, and honestly, I wasn't very impressed. I used about down to here on the conditioner. It smells really nice, and it has a really nice, thick, silky texture. But this was not as slippery as I've heard people say. Like, this did not give a lot of slip for me at all. And before anyone says anything, this does not strip my hair. My hair was not overly stripped in the slightest. So it's not like this had any hard work to do. Whenever I blow out my hair, I do like to go in with the conditioner to help me detangle a little bit. Because you know how sometimes, like, you can work up extra knots in the styling process, especially if you're not as comfortable doing styles like that. So I like to go ahead and do a preliminary detangling session. And I mean, I detangle, but I kind of had to work for it. So this is, it's not as good as everyone says it is. I'll keep using it. Thankfully, I didn't pay full price for it though, so there's that. Now let's go into the Babassu Mint deep conditioner. And this is supposed to be a protein moisture replenisher for dry and damaged hair to restore protein and balance for moisture and growth. This is also for all hair types, and it's in an 8-ounce container. Let's look at the specs. It says our Babassu Oil Mint Deep Conditioner infuses hair with protein and moisture to restore dry and damaged hair. Babassu oil is derived from an Amazonian palm fruit that is high in sterols and tocopherols to improve hair and scalp health. Our product is enriched with fatty acids and natural oils that help reduce frizz and flyaways. This deep penetrating conditioner is made with complex amino acids from wheat, soy, and other natural ingredients that help restore moisture to damaged and dry hair. Safe to use on color-treated hair, made with certified organic ingredients. After shampooing, section hair into 4s. Apply our deep conditioner to clean, damp hair from root to tip. Cover with a plastic cap for 15 minutes. For an intense treatment, sit under the dryer for 30 minutes. Rinse hair with cool water. Style as desired. And the first 5 ingredients are water, BTMS, CDR alcohol, cetyl esters, and babassu seed oil. That is closely followed by some apple fruit extract. There's some glycerin. There is some prakashi, some rosemary, sunflower, lavender, sage. There's a lot of stuff packed into this deep conditioner. So I'm hoping that, especially with where my hair is now, because it definitely can use some extra strength. I feel like your hair can always use a little bit of extra pick-me-up after you've done any type of blown out style. So that's where my hair is now. And it bounced back nice and easy. The ring light is bothering me today. I don't know why. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is a very runny deep conditioner, which is fine with me because I feel like a lot of deep conditioners that are more runny do tend to have a little bit more slip. So that's where my hair is, just with shampooing. I love that Miche cleansed because it really does bounce my hair back from whatever I have going on. And then the conditioner tried. It didn't do everything I needed to do. It made my hair smell really good though. I love the pomegranate honey smell. I really like the leave-in and the curling custard, but the other products from the pomegranate honey line have not been my favorite. Actually, the other 2 products from that collection, or at least the stylers, I gave away. I gave the smoothie. I think it's called a smoothie. I gave that to my brother, and then I gave the twisting souffle to my friend. And they both really enjoyed them, but the twisting souffle was just too heavy for my hair. And the smoothie, as much as I enjoyed it, I couldn't put it underneath any gel. Like any gel that I put on top of it, it just messed with the efficacy of it. So it wasn't about. My brother always got to play music like he in a trap house when he gets in the shower. I'm just like, boy, do not get me copyright stricken today. Yeah, the way it's good is fine. Yeah. So yeah. If you can hear that, sorry, but it was really loud before. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, but the milk just messed with the efficacy of everything I put on top of it, so, you know. And my hair feels all right. Feels a tad bit rough. Sometimes it feels that way after I blow it out, but I'm not really concerned. It's happened before, so that's the texture. It's very runny. And the slip is still good. So how are you guys doing? It's crazy. Like, we're like 3 weeks into everything being, locked down here. So it's hard to believe that that much time has gone by. Nothing has really changed here. The good thing is that with North Carolina, like, they did start to move earlier than a lot of other states, Florida. So I feel like things aren't as bad here because we started working on that earlier. So I forgot how strong the smell of this is. Oh my God. This is stronger than I remember. That just hit me in the back of the throat. Oh my God. But it does feel good though, and it is working into my strands. I'm not done yet. I'm just drinking coffee. I feel like, you know, naturally everyone's just reacting to this differently. I was actually, my friend had posted something about, you know, everybody got a term for everything now, even though high key it usually is true. But a post about toxic positivity, and how people will use their overly positive attitudes to like silence people. And I totally feel that. And I relate to that heavily because when you have a disease that people can't see, people tend to do that to you. Like they tend to, oh, well, things could be worse. You know, think about kids living this place that don't have food, you know, and it's like, I'm the type of person where I understand that you can't minimize what other people are going through because, you know, at the end of the day, the worst thing that happened to one person may not be the worst thing that's happened to somebody else. Someone else may have had something happen to them 10 times worse. But to that other person, that is still the worst thing that ever happened to them. And they have nothing to compare that to. Like, yeah, you can look at the bright side, but sometimes it's just not the time to tell people to look at the bright side of things. And especially now, I feel like it... Y'all, self-righteous YouTubers get on my nerves. It's so funny because, like, the more I'm on here, the more I feel like I just really don't fit in, and that's okay. But I just feel like, you know, it's really easy to get on camera and tell people, oh, you should be, you know, grateful for what you have and you should stop complaining and blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that and just drink some tea and take a bubble bath and, you know, everything's going to be fine. And, you know, the thing about it is, and I keep seeing this meme going around, like if you don't come out of this better than you were before you went in, then you didn't do it right. And I'm just like, but majority of people aren't going to come out of this better. Like, yeah, it's going to give people perspective. Hopefully it will encourage each of us to treat each other better. Because we can't be around each other and because we are literally witnessing so much mass death. We are witnessing our hospitals in a place that they, you know, just haven't been. There's so much tragedy going on right now. And you hope that people will come out with better spirits and better attitudes, but a lot of people aren't because people are losing their jobs. People are losing family members. And this is a scary time. Like, I had a discussion with my dad the other day and I told him, I was like, I need you to write down in multiple places what you want if you go to the hospital because we can't go with you, you know? And I have done the same for myself, and especially being a woman, a Black woman with endometriosis and already not being believed by healthcare professionals every time I have to go to the ER, which never really is a choice. Like, I will wait to go to the ER until my doctor is screaming at me, like, you need to go, like, damn near cussing me out. And so I already have a directive of what I want to happen if in any event I do have to go to the hospital. Because I know it's a reality, and especially with how much my medication got messed up when all of this started, I've been having a lot of flare-ups. My endo has just been killing me, y'all. I've been sleeping a lot, too. Like, most days I'm waking up at, like, 12. Like, I'm not even gonna act like I'm not, you know? I mean, I am a night owl, but on average, I think I sleep more than the average person does, and that's just because of what my body needs. It's a part of living with endometriosis. I've learned to not make myself feel bad about it anymore, you know? Because Other people do that to me enough, try to make me feel like I'm not doing enough, like I'm not working hard enough. But I'll just tell y'all this. I usually have to get about 10 hours of sleep a day to be rested. And that's with a nap in the middle of the day. It's just how my body is. It's how I've been. I was always a sleepy kid, but especially when the endo got really, really, really bad, that was just like the point for me. Like 8 hours of sleep doesn't cut it. It just doesn't. But I hate it when people act like we all have the same hours in a day, because we really don't. And I hate it when people try to make others feel like, oh, well, if, you know, like billionaires don't sleep. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I feel like I still get a lot done considering that I sleep more than the average human being. I mean, there are people out here who have editors and managers and still only put out like 3 videos a month, and I'm putting out 3 videos a week, you know? So like, you can't, I just feel like I can't stand it when I see people, you know, telling people how they should feel about a situation. Like, yeah, is being at home with Netflix and, you know, Hulu the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody? No. Like, is being bored the worst thing that could happen to someone? No. But at the same time, like, I feel like a lot of times boredom is also a product of a lot of other underlying things, and a lot of people aren't just at home bored. You know, they're at home worried, they're at home scared, they're at home anxious. And it's okay to be that kind of person that is not super duper comfortable with being stuck at home by yourself. Like, that is okay. I don't know why people act like if you really need to be around other people, or you just really love to be around other people, like that is like a problematic character trait. You know what I mean? The way, like my mom says, it takes all sorts of people to make the world go round. And it's okay if you are that type of person. This has kind of made me realize how much more of a people person I am than I thought I was. And I'll just be real with y'all. Like, if I didn't live with my family, I'd probably be going crazy at this point. Like, I really feel for people who are going through this absolutely alone and can't stand to be by themselves. You know what I mean? Like, that is hard. So don't let anyone make you feel bad for how you feel about this. And don't let people gaslight you, you know? Like, everyone is in a different situation, and there are a whole lot of people that have it worse than a lot of us that are sitting at home watching TV. But at the same time, you have to feel your feelings, you know? Like, you just can't put a cute little, I'm just positive about everything and look on the brighter side, like, facade over everything all the time. I think that is just as damaging as being overly negative, you know what I mean? Don't let people tell you it's not okay to feel your feelings, you know? This is a strange time for all of us, and some people are in better positions than others, and it's not anyone else's job to tell you how to feel. As long as you are doing what you are supposed to do and staying home and not bothering, and, you know, not putting other people at risk unless you absolutely have to go out, as long as you're following the guidelines that are put in place for us, I feel like no one has the right to criticize you, you know? Now, if you going out risking other people, you know, then yeah, we gonna talk shit about you, because at this point, like, we should know better. But yeah, it just bothers me. And I feel like also for a lot of people who are doing YouTube full time, it is really easy as hell to sit here and be on a high horse when, first of all, we know full well your ass won't go nowhere anyway. We know you won't go nowhere anyway. You don't, and honestly, like, if, as a content creator, like, that, the way this is going to affect me is not my concern. The way I'm worried about it's how it's going to affect my number one job. You know what I mean? Like this, honestly, I feel like in a lot of ways, like this has actually boosted, you know, things for me on YouTube. So I'm just like, why are you over here trying to lecture people about how to feel when you are someone who is sitting in a whole lap of privilege? I think the thing that frustrates me is that it's really easy to criticize other people when you know that when this is all over, very little of your life is going to be affected by any of it. You know what I mean? Like, for a lot of people, this is going to completely change the course of their lives. It already has. I know, thankfully for me, our job didn't completely lay us off, but we have been furloughed. So like YouTube is going to be my only source of income until further notice. So thank you to you guys who have been watching the videos all the way through and watching all the ads, even though I know sometimes YouTube be putting up the most ridiculously long ads. I'd be like, you know what? This is, you know, they don't want us to get paid, because who is going to sit through an hour-long ad? Like, they will put a whole movie on as an ad. And I'm just like, y'all really don't like us getting paid, do you? It's so annoying. But thank you to those of you who do that, because, and it was so cool. I feel like I'm just rambling all over the place, but Kimberly Sherrill had posted a question that someone had asked her the other day on her Instagram, and someone was asking about when they skip through the video, like, does that affect us negatively? And I think a lot of people don't realize that it does. If you skip to the end, yeah, like, that doesn't count towards us. I don't think people understand that it's not necessarily the views that matter. It's how long people watch. How long can you keep that person engaged? You know what I mean? It's funny because as much as people will come on my channel and complain about how long my videos are, especially Self-Care Sundays, Self-Care Sunday has the best retention rate. I have made more money on Self-Care Sundays than a lot of like my bigger product reviews, like the product reviews that got a lot of, you know, like a lot of play, that got a lot of clicks. Like, it's not necessarily the clicks that matter. It's how long can you hold an audience, because YouTube wants to see that you can keep somebody on their platform as long as possible. And that's not something that most people would know, but it was kind of cool to see that someone actually asked about that and cared. Like, when you watched all the way through, like, it does help us. But I'm also the type of person too that if you come on my video, I work really hard to create my content. So if you come on my video and you skip all the way to the end and then go in my comment section and ask me a bunch of questions that was already in the video, because y'all know if I'm not anything, I am thorough as hell. So if you ask me a question that was in the video when you skipped all the way to the end, I'm not gonna respond. I hate repeating myself, y'all. Like, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. So just know that. And I have a lot of people that are like, well, why didn't you respond to my question? And I'm like, I didn't respond to your question because I answered it in the video that you skipped through. You know? So that's also like, if you actually have questions about a product, like for me, it's not always the end result that matters, because y'all know full well I have had wash and goes where my hair looked really good, but how it made my hair feel and how the product acted wasn't good at all. So if you just skip to the end to see what my hair looked like, then you still don't know anything about the product, you know? So technique wise alone, for the most part, I can, you know, finesse most things because I have a very particular way of doing my hair. But if you skipping all the way to the end, that ain't gonna tell you nothing. It's just not. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so YouTube is my main source of income right now. I mean, the good thing is, like, thank God I live at home, so it's not going to affect my, you know, having somewhere to live. So I'm very blessed in that respect. I don't know, I'm just scared for all the people who you know, are living on the street who don't have a place to go or in overcrowded shelters, people who are living with abusive spouses or, you know, children living with abusive parents. It just, I'm screaming on the inside, but I'm very calm on the outside. Those of you who have endo or really any kind of chronic disease where things can flare up, I'm sure you know that stress is the #1 cause of flare-ups. Like, the first flare-up I had gotten in a fight with my roommate in college. It was a horrible fight. This is my freshman year. And the very next day I had a flare-up so bad that they had to take me to the hospital. So I have to be very careful about how I choose to emote. And even though, yeah, I'm stressed, like, it is affecting me to an extent, the panicking, it makes it worse, and I have to be really careful. So sometimes I look very nonchalant, and it's not that I don't care. It's just that I have to be very careful with my emotions, and especially right now with how my body has been affected. Like, my body is already stressed out being off of the meds, you know? So, I can't allow myself to get even more worked up, which is very hard. It is very hard. But yeah, I hope that helps those of you, you know, who are just kind of going through it, or even if you are, like, you know that this isn't going to affect you deeply, but you are sitting at home losing your damn mind. I mean, at this point, I feel like, why wouldn't you be? Like, for me, I'm used to being stuck in the house at home because I've had a disease that has made me have to stay at the house at home, you know? Like, I have a disease that has made me bow out of going to different things because I didn't want to be the Debbie Downer, or I didn't want to have to take, you know, half a pack of pads with me. So I am used to being stuck in the house, but I feel like, you know, at this point, with really not being able to do much of anything, it's normal to feel extremely bored or extremely tired. I mean, you can only deep clean your house so much, you know. Really, like, I'm just keeping myself involved in my channel, because it's been fun trying new things for you guys. And I know you guys have been enjoying it too. Y'all have been loving the stash videos. You guys have also been loving just seeing me try new things on my hair. And not being at work gives me the freedom to do so, you know, because I work a very physical job. Some of you guys were like, why don't you do this more often? I'm like, because I work. And when I say I work, like, I'm a very hard worker, guys. I am not used to doing jobs that aren't really physical. Like, I think working at Soma was the only job where it wasn't super physical, but that one, that was a job that kind of weighed more so on my emotions, because working at Soma, you were like all up in people's grill, you know, doing bra fits and trying to help them find, you know, the best fit for them. It's a job that I took very seriously. And I had a lot of older clients, as well as clients that had a lot of severe self-esteem issues. Clients that were transitioning and were afraid to go out in public. Like, it was hard emotionally. So I think that was the least physical job that I've had. But it was definitely more difficult on the emotion side. So, you know, like, I'm a hard worker, and having all that hair around me, doing what I do, ain't it? It ain't it. I just can't. I feel like I'm putting on a little bit more conditioner than I usually would, but I'm really trying to make sure I get every single strand, because coming off of, like, doing super duper stretch styles, blowouts and stuff like that, I really like to make sure I have good coverage. I feel like this looks like it's reacting really well with my hair, though. Low-key kind of looked like some wash and go hair going on. But I'm excited about what I have coming up. We have the last part of the stash video coming up. So I'm super duper excited about that. And then after this wash and go, I'm going to be working on my Melba's review. So I'm also super duper 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 excited about that. That video is probably going to go up Saturday, more than likely. I'll try to get it up Friday, but it's probably gonna go up Saturday. So I'm like just really hype about everything that we've been doing, and it's just been fun. Like, it's been fun to just have the time to, you know, really create and try new things. YouTube is my like happy place, so it's nice to be able to really focus on YouTube for a while. Because sometimes YouTube does have to take a backseat to my job, and the creative parts of it do have to take a backseat because they take more time. And when you have a job that you have to go to every day, it's a little harder to get it done, you know? So just want to give y'all an idea of where my hair is looking. So it looks like it's responding to the conditioner very well. In person, it's super duper shiny. I have my ring light on because it's raining outside, so you can see a little bit more of the white from the conditioner because of the ring light. My skin is looking really good today. Okay, girl. I had a little bout of acne going on because, you know, my hormones are crazy because of my endo and PCOS. And I had some going on. Like, I was spotting really bad. It was just weird. And I had a lot of acne flaring up. She's looking really, really good. I look tired. I look like I've been sleeping until noon. But like, my skin itself looks very, very nice, which is good. Urban Skin RX, you've been keeping me right. I just made another order because they are doing an Easter sale, buy two get one. So I went ahead and put in an order for some things, some staples that I need to re-up on, because, you know, everything be running out at the same time. And then her new products too. So I got the enzyme mask, as well as, I missed a curl, as well as her new moisturizer, her Super Glow moisturizer. So I am excited to try both. I also got the Derm Shield because I've been using the Complexion Perfection sunscreen, and like, it's nice, but it's a chemical SPF, and I kind of feel like my skin is not the biggest fan of chemical SPF. I've only ever used physical, so I wanted to see which one my skin likes more. I don't know, I just feel like the Complexion Perfection, while it works and it's a really nice moisturizer, I feel like the chemical sunscreen makes my skin feel a little bit more sensitive. Do you guys experience that? So I'm going to try the Derm Shield and see how I like that, because so far the only sunscreen that I've ever really, really liked for my face is the Dermalogica SPF, but not the new one that they came out with. They have one that's like $80, and it is amazing. But it's just not something I can float right now. Like, I feel like the skincare that I purchase is like mid-range, but that's a lot of money for sunscreen. So, but if I can't find one that I like, I'll probably have to cave and get the Dermalogica. I think I'm gonna get this Super Goop one too and see how I like that. So that's how much I used. I used half of the jar. I'm not even surprised. My hair really needed the extra moisture, especially because I thought I wasn't going to have to use as much, because I thought the conditioner was going to help get out a lot of those tangles, and it didn't. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. So this says to sit underneath the deep conditioning cap or dryer for 30 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna chill with this underneath my hooded dryer for 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you guys my final results. Okay guys, so I am back, and these are my final results using the Mielle Babassu Mint Deep Conditioner. So, I just got conditioner all over my face. I feel like as far as elasticity goes, like it definitely helped. The curls are definitely, you know, springing up. Some places that were a little bit more stringy are definitely plumped up and looking good. My hair feels very light and bouncy. I always hear people say that this conditioner makes their hair feel so good. And so I'm always hearing people say that this conditioner makes their hair feel like luscious and decadent. I just don't get that. Like it looks good. It looks good. But I still have some places that feel a little rough. A little too rough for this to be a moisture protein balance conditioner. I think it definitely helped in the elasticity department. I will give it that. And like I said, it did give a lightness to my hair. But it just don't, when I compare it to everything else I own, like it just doesn't cut it. I really want to like it, but it's just not it. I used like half the jar, and going on, it felt really good, and I was really thinking that I was going to finally get that luscious, like super moisturized but also strengthened feeling that so many people talk about getting from this deep conditioner, but I just don't have it. It just doesn't feel impressive to me. I wish it did. Like I've been wanting to like this deep conditioner for years, and it's just not a bop for me. And part of the reason why I used it now was because the last time I used it and had good results with it was at a point where I needed some extra strength, elasticity, all that good stuff. So I wanted to kind of recreate that moment to see if I could get the same result, and it's cool, but it's not amazing. Like it's cool, but it's not like, she's just cute. So overall, this kind of was a flop. The Pomegranate Honey Conditioner definitely is not a favorite. It ain't got nothing on Main Choice Cheers. And even though this isn't the most expensive rinse out conditioner, you could go get some Tresemme Botanique, which is amazing, and it's silicone free. And you get more product than this, and it has dope slip, dope hydration, all that good stuff. So this definitely didn't cut it for me as a rinse out, and this just doesn't do enough for me as a deep conditioner. If for like balance treatments, I would look at Miche Strengthen, and the Adwoa Beauty Baomint Deep Conditioner, as well as the Mono's Hair Deep Conditioner. All three of those are amazing elasticity treatments that are very well balanced with moisture and protein. And they make my hair feel really nice and soft, but also strong. It makes my hair feel moisturized. This doesn't hit all the marks for me for something that's supposed to be moisture protein balance. I actually feel like the Rosemary Mint Deep Conditioner from Mielle is a way better pick for me than this one is. This one just, I know it's OG, but it just doesn't cut it. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope, I just hope that you guys are allowing yourselves to feel what you're feeling. I know there's so much tension and just a lot going on, and for some of us, the worst thing that's happened to us is boredom. But allow yourself to feel those feelings, allow yourself to cope with them, and then move on in ways that are productive for you. That's really all that we can do. Just try to look out for people the best that you can. We've gone and gotten groceries for some of our older neighbors that can't go out. One of our neighbors has been diagnosed. Well, both of them, they've been diagnosed with coronavirus. So we've dropped stuff off at their door when they've needed it. But just try to take care of yourselves. Don't try to jump the gun and go out sooner than they tell you to, because this is going to start a whole nother wave of madness. And especially those of you that are in harder hit areas, I'm just sending y'all tons of love. Do the things that you need to do to just, take care of yourself. I spoke about this in a video that you guys will see I don't know, I might post it tomorrow. Do y'all want 4 videos this week? Because I'm really about to post 4 videos this week. I ain't got nothing better to do. I did a video. You guys asked me to show you guys the products that I'm really going to be focusing on getting through. Some of them I plan on trying to get through by the time I do my next empties video. And others I plan on trying to get through by August. One of them is the Mielle Honey and Ginger Styling Gel, which is a very old favorite of mine. And I don't have much left. So I wanted to revisit my Garnier leave-in and my wash and go combo. So I'm going to be doing that today. I might film it just like a quick voiceover for you guys if y'all are interested in that. That way I'll have it around. So let me know if you want to see me like a video with these two, because I will go ahead and put it up for you guys. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with my hair. We're gonna try to have a somewhat festive Easter dinner. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this installment of Self Care Sunday. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you have decided to come enjoy the fam. And if you've been here, thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. I wish you all the best, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.